everybody, and welcome. I'm Marcy Best, current independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. Thank you for joining me. It's Wednesday. It's my regular time to go live, and it is 5:30. So welcome. Are we all getting ready for Christmas? I have to wrap. Ooh, that's a big job. And every night I think, oh, tonight I'm going to wrap tonight after I craft and get my stuff worked on. And then I go out in the front room and have dinner and sit in my chair. And then I think I should be wrapping right now, and I have not done it yet, but I will. Hi, everybody. Hi, Laura. You are correct. It is free shipping tomorrow, so please don't forget. I get a lot of people that say, oh, I wish it was free shipping. Oh, I hate paying shipping costs, which of course we all do, but you know, somebody's got to pay for it. And so we have free shipping. So please don't forget. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to order for free shipping. I have everything I need. It's, you know, it's Christmas time. It's whatever. Think about what you're going to be creating coming up. Get your cardstock. Get adhesive. This is when I get my adhesive. I get a lot of adhesive during free shipping time because I can always use it. Thick white cardstock. Very important for cards. I use it a lot in my bingos and a lot of my classes. So think about that. If you already have seen the catalog, I've already shipped a bunch out. If you've already seen it, look at what stamp sets you're interested in, what DSP that you're interested in, and get some of that cardstock and kind of stock up on that. That's what I like to do. So hi Lisa, hi Deborah. Rainy Georgia. I thought it was going to rain again today, but it hasn't. Hi Terry. Hi Elaine, how are you? Snowy Ski, Utah. My husband is snowboarding today. Our ski resort got, I don't know if it was bought out or now is part of another one. So he went to Dodge Ridge, I believe, or Dodger, whatever you call it. And he is snowboarding there today, but he should be home probably in the middle of the video. So you may hear my dog go a little crazy. Icy snow covered Lisa. Ooh, that sounds way cold. Hi Hilda, how are you? Hi Stephanie, Carol, welcome from Canada. Hi Diane. I think I need to move my chat. I need to change it to live chat, not top chat. I'm going to be doing that, Deborah. I am going to start tonight. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing it all one night because we are doing it. We're opening gifts on Saturday because my son, they're leaving to go out of state. And Saturday during the day, we have a family party at my husband's family in about an hour and a half away from us. And so it's a big thing. All the cousins, everybody's there. And so we're going to do that. And then we're going to come back here and do our Christmas, no dinner, because we're going to eat a big dinner there. And we're just going to open gifts and kind of hang out and stuff and watch my grandson play, I'm sure. And then we're going to Tahoe. So I'll be crafting in a... It's a timeshare a friend is letting us use, and so we're excited about that. My husband's going to go snowboarding. He is an avid snowboarder. I used to snowboard once I hurt myself. I said I'm too old to heal and too old to ever get as good as he is at snowboarding. So I said, yeah, I think I'm going to bow out of snowboarding because it took too long to heal and my shoulder still hurts. Just got this set Monday and looking forward to using it. Oh, good. I made this card today is super simple, but I kind of stepped it up, so I'll show you. First, I have a couple of announcements, and I will say it now and say it again at the end. I'm not going to post this anywhere, so it's for my customers on YouTube. Because tomorrow is free shipping, I am going to also offer something for every $100 in shopping. I am going to mail you this beautiful fun pen and a tape cutter. So if you don't know what a tape cutter is, it works wonderful on our tear and tape. It goes to different sizes. So if you have a larger roll of some kind that you use or a smaller one, it does fit. And you can just pull it and just cut it and it's really nice to have. So you can pull this out, use it. You can put your arm through like normal, like, you know, a lot of people do, and use your tape, and it still cuts too if you know, like doing it that way. So I like using this a lot. So one of these and a fun pin. So I will mail these to you if you are the first 10, I counted 12, the first dozen people that purchase 100 or more from me in my shop. Please don't forget to use my host code if you are under $150. So use the host code, and I will get that out to you probably the next day, by Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday, by Friday. I forget where you buy those at, the tape cutter. The tape cutter. There is a link below, and it also it's the same person that does these. So there's a link below, and you can get the tape cutters, and you can get these from there. So her name is Barbara. Okay. It is awesome. I agree. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Roxanne. How are you guys? Okay, so what else do we have? Paper share. Okay, so you're going to see my paper share is a little more expensive because I am doing all of the papers in the catalog, all of the specialty papers. I'm also doing the host paper. So you will get part of the host paper also. The other thing is that includes shipping. So mine's all bunched together. That is by the 3rd. So if you can do that, if you're interested, make sure you sign up on my blog by the 3rd, marciebessaker.com. And we can, I want to get that order in as soon as possible and get that back, cut up, and packaged for you. If anybody knows, I've had a lot of comments that they love how I package my my paper share. And so I put them in 6x6 envelopes individually. I label them. You know exactly what it is, the number, everything about it. And that will be those, and I package them all up for you. And then I usually put some extra fun stuff in there for you. And what else? And I try to get it out like as soon as I can. So I order it. If it's orderable the 5th, on the 4th that night late, because I'm in California, so I'm able to do that, I will order it immediately and I overnight it. And so I'll have it by the 6th, and then I'll get it all cut up and ready for you and out as soon as I can. Hi, Barb, and you are so welcome. Okay, so that is that. Okay, I am done with bingo. So I have posted, if you go register for bingo, it's going to show you what stamp sets I'm using. If you go onto my Facebook page, there's a bingo update. It will show you. So I'm going to pull the cards down and tell you quickly. I'm going to use the cute little Rise and Shine or Rain and Shine, Playing in the Rain. That's sweet. I'm going to use that. I'm going to be using the two-toned stamp set, the two-tone floral. And that's going to be a fancy fold card. And I am going to, and I used, I listed also, there's a sentiment coming from another set, and I listed it. I can't remember off the top of my head. We are going to use the Sweet Citrus set. And we are going to use the Country Floral Lane. So those sets we will be using for bingo. So hopefully you'll sign up and register for bingo. And that is December bingo, which was going to be tonight, is canceled. Everybody should know that already. But January's is the 18th at 5 o'clock. 4 projects for $100 prizes. And we have a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys can join us. My chat is really acting weird. It's kind of like it's going off the bottom of the page, and my my thing cannot go up any higher. It's really kind of weird. Why it's just, oh, there it goes. I fixed it. Silly me. I was scrolling the chat and not the page. That's okay. Okay, so that is bingo in January. So hopefully you guys will join with that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And the January class, I have to tell you, you guys know sometimes you're really on your game and you're creating cards and you're like, ooh, this one's so cute. Oh, I love this one. Oh, this one turned out really good. I am super happy with this upcoming class. I am loving every one of the cards. There's some fancy folds in there. And it's going to be, and there's a 3D product in there, and it's going to be a really good class. So hopefully you can make that too. And that information is on the page. Oh, it was. What happened to it? And then there's some sneak peeks on there too. So, hi Gloria, how are you? No worries. Hi Marcia. So that's it about the classes. Let's see, there was, cards. I got some cards I want to share. So this one here, I got from Gloria Lucero. I just love getting cards from you. She sends so many cards and I love it. And this one is so cute and I love these snowflakes. So here's our little penguin and you see the snowflake on there. So cute. Thank you so much. And then Deb Spicer, you outdo yourself every time. This is absolutely stunning. And I love this fold, you know. So here is our Christmas card. She did a lovely note on the back with the little snowman on there. So cute with the little red outline. Watch this fold. And I've got to do this card, but look at how pretty this fold is. Look how pretty. And look at all those snowflakes that she added on the bottom to coordinate with the paper. Isn't that pretty? So I am going to do a fancy fold like this. It's just so pretty. I love it. And of course the sparkle on it, the shimmer, is really, really pretty. Thank you so much. All right, so those are the cards I got this week. Well, in the last 3 days, I guess, because I just did cards on Sunday, right? All right. Yay. Hi, Barb. How are you? Okay, so one other thing. For those of you that purchased the little Pokey Tools, this is my one that matches my team. Can you tell? My logo. So pretty. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you do still want these, I don't make them. I have no affiliation. It's a friend. She's a team member on my side line, and she makes them. So if you're interested, message me at marcy@marcybeskar.com, and I will give you her information, and so that you can get yourself one. All right. It was a really fun fancy fold. So pretty. All right, so let's get started. And I have this card today that I made, and it was just so fun and so simple. I started out trying something else, and I was trying to get all fancy with it. And then I was like, you know what? I didn't want to cover up the flowers, although you have to, you know, on some of it. We're going to do something a little bit different this time, and you'll see when I do it, and it's going to make sense. But this paper right here is, let me get my stuff down. So we use the Dainty Flowers, which is our celebration paper. So pretty. So I just went in. There's so many papers here. See, this is what I kind of started with, and I fussy cut around the outside. I was going to stamp the sentiment, and I just could not come up with what I wanted. So I took one of these right here, and I cut it down, but look how pretty these papers are. I mean, you look at this one. Ooh, I didn't see this one. See, same kind of idea. So pretty, but the flowers are way over here, which would be really pretty too. But look at that with the rich raspberries, what I used. And you could just put a nice big sentiment on top of that. There's all kinds of really pretty paper in here. And for this to be free, woohoo! Then I used the fine shimmer paper. And this fine shimmer paper is so pretty. This is, so you can tell I was playing with this one too, the rounded corners. so around the corner. And then here's my vellum I was playing with. So I was kind of doing something like this, and then I was adding this on a rounded corner. Anyway, that might show up in the future, but look how pretty this paper is. This is the gold, and then you get, let's see, does it say our colors? Soft succulent and fresh freesia. Look how pretty that is. I mean, this is called fine shimmer, so it's not just shimmer, but fine shimmer, and it's so pretty, and it's got the white card base, cardstock on the back. Now, that being said, when I embossed it, because I took the time-worn folder and I embossed this, I was, concerned because sometimes, the back of the paper can come through, but our machine just did perfectly, and it just embossed it perfect. So that was good, and that's what I have right here. And on the inside, I put it just to the side. So I took like a 1/2 inch to go right down the left side of our paper. So let's just do that. This is how simple this card is. And I took a whole piece of the shimmer, and I cut it down to what I needed, and then I just cut it so that I could do the 2 cards. So I'm just going to kind of try to make sure my letters are upright. And even though you really can't see the letters, sometimes you can tell it's wrong. So I see an O and a U and an R, so we're going to go with this. And I'm just going to put it right along the edge. I didn't even put a border or anything on this. I'm just going to add it. We're going to trim off the excess here. That side's fine. And then let's go ahead and add this on the inside. Alright, so we are going to add some color to it. Add a border. So I'm just going to kind of do it right about there. And then we'll put this on the inside. And I chose Mossy Meadow because it's another color in our flowers here. So I thought that would look really pretty. So we're just going to put this in. So I kind of, at this point, while I'm holding the side, see how I can still, it's touching right here. But, so while I'm here, I'm just kind of looking at the top and the bottom, and then I look at the right side, and if all 3 of those look good to me, even if the left is a little smaller, I'm okay. This is really where your eye goes. You're going to see if it's fitting inside or not. So that's what we're going to do. And then this one, okay, so this Rich Razzleberry is 4 1/8. Okay, so I want it to take up most of the front page. Let me see if my paper is straight here. I feel like it's not. So if my paper's off, I kind of hold it down and just kind of move the top page to where I want it. And now you can see how it's poking up a little bit. And then I just kind of go down, and then that's better. All right, so this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. So it's just a little bit all the way around to see your Mossy Meadow. Okay, so there's that. So that means that this one I want to be 4, okay, or 3 3/4, whatever you decide. If you want more of the Rich Razzleberry to show or less, whatever you decide on. But since this is 4 1/8, I want this to be, I think I'm going to go to, I'm going to just put it on an even number, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to go, so 2 to 6 is 4. So I think I'm going to go, let's see what this is. This one is, okay, so this one is 5 1/8. So what I'm going to do is go to, it would normally be 5 1/4 if it was 4, right? So it's down an 1/8, so I'm going to go to 3 7/8. So let's just put it on 1, so for easiness here. Let's put our adhesive on the back. And then this is what we're going to do. We're going to go here to 3 7/8. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, because I'm going to cut off a little bit of this. So let's just put it however much gold you want to show. And I want this, some of this purple flower to show. So I'm going to go in like 3/8, because I want a bit of the gold to show. Okay, so I'm going to go to 3/8. So you're straight here and you're going to go up. Now let's bring our trimmer in. And now I want to go to 3 7/8 because that's the full size that I wanted. And we still have some purple, but I wanted to bring the sunflowers out a little bit. Last time I cut them a little more off of here, but see, I still have my rich razzleberry, which is fine with me, but I don't want to cut off my flowers because I want to be able to see them. So now we're going to bring in our ribbon. Doop, doop, doop. All right, so here is this, and our ribbon is here. Okay. I have to tell you, this reminds me of something I just did before I came on video. I have to tell you this before I forget. I had my blending brush, and it was green, and I was blending away, and then I decided, because this is going to be for Sunday's video, which might end up being a video for tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed, because I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do it tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed and ring the notification. I don't know what time. So I went and grabbed another, to bring it in and do another project so I could show you some different options. And so I picked up the green and I continued on with that brush and stuck it in another color. So now my brush that says green is no longer green. So I've not washed them. I usually just, rub them on paper to go from a lighter green to a darker green or whatever. So I took it in the bathroom and I washed it. This is the first time I've washed it, and it is perfect. The color that I added onto it is gone. The color deep in my brush is still green, and I could wash it and it can keep coming out. But I was rushing in here for the video. But, and it's green anyway, so that's okay. So I'm letting it drain in there on a paper towel. But it cleaned up so nicely. I was so excited. I thought I was going to have to pull another one out of my drawer and label, pull my label off and stick it on there. No problems. So make sure you wash them if you have any issues like I did. And it worked out very nicely. Okay, so back to this. I wanted to wrap this all the way around and put a bow. So what I do in that case, so this is what I'm wrapping, is I do my bow like normal. And this ribbon, I always do 3, and then I grab it. So that's kind of like going around it, right? And then I grab my paper. Where am I going to put it? And then I'm going to take my bow and go around right where I want it, or close, and then I'm going to cut it right there. So that way I get an idea of what I want. All right, and I'd rather go a little long than short because I don't want to mess up my, waste my ribbon. Now, we do not have rich razzleberry, so I pulled out our Blackberry Bliss, and I went with the light Blackberry Bliss, and to me, it matches up perfectly. Okay, I'm trying to read here. Hi, Robin, how are you? Hi, Debbie. Southern California. It is pretty, Judy, and it's going to be free, you guys, and with the celebration. All right, so I'm just going to lightly go over it, but see how pretty that matches? I mean, that matches enough for me. It lightens up a little bit, which I'm fine with. So I'm just going to color the whole thing. I love coloring crinkle ribbon. I sure hope next year we get a ribbon like crinkle, or the crinkle stays. I would love this size ribbon in white forever. I would love this size ribbon in white with sparkles forever. As long as I can color it, I'm happy. All right, I lay my ribbon down. I don't do the tip because I want the tip to last as long as I can. And I also kind of turn it over and go to the other side because, you know, when you rub and you're using your ink, it's kind of filling up that side again. It's drying out faster than this side, so I just kind of go back and forth. And see how it's really not on my hand too much. It's alcohol ink. It dries really fast. You just want to be careful. You don't go sticking your hands on something else right away, even though it does dry pretty fast. And see how I'm holding it down at this end because I don't want it to be really hard. I just want it to be a soft. You're just softly putting color on it. You don't want to use your tip or use too much ink. You want your blends to last. Okay, here we go. And now dry, 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 dry. Okay, now it's all dry. All right. And see, now this is dry. You could use this again. Now, you don't want to use it if you're going to blend other stuff or because it could pick up the color. I mean, it might not because it's alcohol, but I'd rather be careful. All right, so we're going to do the ribbon. So 1, 2, 3. I don't want it as fluffy as that. I'm going to go a little bit smaller. Not a lot, but a little bit. This ribbon is so nice because even though you do 3 loops, it lays so nicely in an envelope, right? All right, so let's fluff it up. Open it up, open it up. Hello. Okay, so what I'm going to do differently this time is I'm going to come down a little bit and I'm going to turn it a little bit because I do want to see my sunflowers. Although we're going to still put a sentiment, it'll just go a little bit lower and I'm okay with that. So we're going to take and I'm going to pull this downward instead of going up to the top. We're going to pull it downward. We need glue dots. All right, so get your glue dot. And we're going to just put that right there. All right, and we can still turn it a little bit in a little while. I'm not too worried about that right now. So we're going to go down, and I want it to go right along the line. So I'm going to take another glue dot. And I'm going to put it right here underneath the bow where I can put my ribbon right along the gold line. Okay, so there it goes. Now I'm going to come up around and now I'm going to do another glue dot and I'm going to put this one right above right there because I want it to lay exactly where I want it to go. Okay, so you're just going to come back down and lay it right there. Okay, so now your bow is over it. I'm going to bring my ribbon over this way and it's going to come around the bow. And then I'm going to slide it under here because the left one is the left one. This is the right one. So we're just going to tuck it back over here. Okay, we're going to fluff up our ribbon like it should be. I'm going to pull this and it's kind of going to go where that other glue dot was. But what I like to do is to pull this up and we're going to put another one. Just so it stays where it's supposed to go. I don't want it to kind of flip around. So let's lift that and we're going to put it right there, kind of underneath the one that's going forward, and then kind of where this one, we can kind of tack it down wherever you want it. And now I'm going to shorten that a little bit for now and shorten this one a little bit. Okay, so for now that's, and I might want it to shrink it up a little bit more, but for now we're going to leave it right there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to take our extra paper here, and we're going to make our sentiment. And I love the fonts in the stamp set, and this is "Thank you for your kindness." We can always use that, right? "The best is yet to come. Celebrate you. Sending love during this season of growth." So all kinds of things, but I like "Thank you for your kindness." Oh, which I already have on a block. All right, we are going to gold emboss it. And I was kind of concerned if the gold embossing matched the fine gold. You know how sometimes like this might look a little champagne and then this looks gold, but they actually go really well together. And it may be because it's such a fine font, but it looks really good. So we're just going to do that. So let's put our embossing buddy, which helps with our static. We have our Versamark. And we're going to just stamp it right there. All right. I'm learning to close that up so I don't have it all over the place. We are going to do this carefully. So what I do is I put it up here. I normally don't have a hole in my paper. And I just tap it down and then put it back into the case. All right, so that works good. For those of you that don't know, my embossing powder comes from seasoning kits in off of Amazon. They're a little seasoning tray. You get 4 of those in a little tray. I don't know why I don't emboss more often. I absolutely just love it. It just adds so much to your project, I think. All right. Remember, you don't want to overdo it because you want to make sure that your embossing powder stays shiny. Okay, so there we go. Now I wanted to find just the right label for it to fit on. And I found from the Fragrant Flowers, which is a new set also. This one right here just fit perfectly. So I'm just going to put that right about there. And you can always do one way or the other depending on if you are going to add, you know, a bow on there or some flowers or accent or something. I'm going to kind of do it right in the middle. I have this old piece of tape, but it's reusable tape, so I'm just going to use that. Okay. And there is our sentiment. And then I like to just kind of wipe it off just so you can get that white powder off if there's any from any residue. Where did you get the embossing folder? Oh, the embossing powder holder. You get 4 of those in a pack and in a tray. And they're off of Amazon. Just put in a spice containers, or I think it's spice containers. The original one that I bought it from, they're not in business anymore, but there's some exact, or they don't sell them anymore. But they have the exact same ones on there. All right. So now all I did is I just used all my dimensionals up. So let's see. I'm just going to put 4 on here because it's a pretty big label. And now I'm just going to put it right about there. I'm going to straighten my paper up so I can see what straight is. Right about there. Okay. I don't mind that the bow is hanging over it. I have no problems with that at all. But what I'm going to do, this one I'm going to do a little bit different. We're going to add this. I make sure that I have some adhesive on both sides of the ribbon. And then I'm just going to go down on the corner, and whatever ribbon it picks up is fine. And then just make sure that it's down there on that ribbon and up here on that ribbon. And then that keeps this from sliding too out. Sometimes I put a glue dot right here so I know that it's not going to move anywhere, so you can do that too. All right, again, I'm just, see, it's a little, I always am a little close on that side. And I'm a little close on the top. So see how I didn't lay it down? I just softly laid it as I was holding it. So let's go again. There we go. That's better. And I'm going to do dimensionals this time. I didn't on that one, but I'm going to on this one. Oh, am I blurry? Oh, sorry, Elaine. It looks clear on my end. Is it blurry for anybody else? Maybe Elaine, step out and come back in. I have it up on 2 screens so I can just double check and it looks fine, but that doesn't mean anything. All right. So now I'm going to pop that up a little bit. And I just love these new pastel adhesive backs. So we're going to use the gold just to offset that gold. And they're not super shiny. They're kind of a matte gold. And so I think what I'm going to do this time is put one of the small ones right here. And then I'm going to take a large one. Oops, hello. And put it here. And take another one right here. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Elaine, I'm not sure if you can just maybe refresh. Okay. And so that is the card. Look how simple that was. You guys know me. I'm a chatterbox at the beginning. So that was a very quick card. And like I said, I wanted to move it down a little bit so I can see the flowers a little bit better where I covered them up here. I put the bow behind it so I can read the sentiment. And then I realized that I really didn't like that as much, which I could pull it out, but it's not that big of a deal. And it's just a super simple, I think embossing this edge right here just gives it that much. This is the Time Worn embossing folder. And it's just a super gorgeous card, and we didn't even have to stamp anything but the sentiment. So super fun. And like I said, this is in the celebration. You'll get this for free. Let me check my catalog here. I think that this one is a $50 item, but I want to double check for you. I should have checked before my video, and I did not. Let me check. I'm already in the back, so it must be 50 because I can't find it. And I started in the middle. Yeah, $50. And again, it's with the Dainty Delight. I think I said Dandy. It's Dainty Delight. And I cut the paper up already. It's a 12 by 12 pack of paper. And then look, you have the other side. There's just all kinds of different prints. And then like this is like a watercolor wash, and then it's got like, looks like white embossed on the back. You have the same in pink. And then the lattice look there. There's just all kinds. Purple polka dots with the fresh freesia. So just a lot of fun. And then when you get these, you'll get 2 on a paper and then these down the middle. Or not 2, you get like 6 or 8 on a paper. No, it must be 6 because they're cut by 4. So 6 on the bottom, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top, and then 2 of these in the middle. That's what it is, 6 per page. And then 2 of these. So, I mean, even this, you could take this and add just a little border around it and have that, you know, add that to a sheet of paper. It was just so pretty. Really pretty papers. So that is how fast that card is. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. It is 50. Oh, you're welcome, Judy. So, super simple. I do like the balance of this better in the middle. I like being able to see the flowers a little better. Having this over the sentiment, it does not bother me at all. And I actually kind of like the sequin on the right side because this just looks empty right here. And that gives that space to add the, otherwise it would be all 3 really clustered short. So you learn as you go. You do one card and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to change this up a little bit. So there you go. That is the card for today. Super simple, super easy. Don't forget, tomorrow is free shipping, or starting tonight, super late, is free shipping. I think it's late tonight. Sometimes they start in the morning sometime, but thank you, Judy. So don't forget, if you are a customer, if you purchase from me $100 or more, I'm going to mail you these, and that is for tomorrow, for free shipping day only. So if you put in your order, don't forget to use my host code, please. Here it is again. It's also listed below. It's also on my Stampin' Up! Or my Facebook page and my blog. It's everywhere. If you go to my blog, which is marcybestker.com, on the right side, you'll see where it says host code. Right above is shop here, or in my shop. Highlight the code, save it, take it with you, click the shopping button, and you've got it right there for you. Oh, thank you, Lisa. You're very sweet. Carol Ann, I would love thumbs up, you guys. Thank you so much. I forget to say that a lot. Please know, I always love thumbs up. I always love subscriptions. I want to get my channel, I would love to hit 10,000 this year. Is that kind of a big goal? But that's okay. I would love, love, love that. So if you guys could help me out and share my videos and do the thumbs up and all that good stuff, I'd really appreciate it. I think that is it. Again, one more thing is, if you still want these, Anna is still making them, and thank you for all those that gave her the orders. That's very sweet. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you have so many friends that want to order these. I told her they were my friends from YouTube. So anyway, if you want that, just message me and I will get you her information. Thanks, Robin. I hope so. That's my goal next year, besides the trip, of course. So I'm working towards that. My husband, I told you guys before, he's now finally realizing that, oh, that you are working this as a business. And we are looking forward to our Norway trip too. We actually have a cousin in Ireland. So we're going to go see him too, since we're over there. So we're excited about it. So, and we need a vacation. Who doesn't need one? Finally a vacation. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. Again, paper shares available and open right now. My January class is going to be a whole lot of fun, and it's going to be with the Country Floral Lane, which is with a punch. I love it. I can't wait to have that class. And then January bingo is going to be a whole lot of fun. I've got fancy folds. I've got some different size cards. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you guys will go check out my blog and sign up for something. Have a great rest of your weekend. Week. I will be here Sunday. I will be here Wednesday. So this coming Sunday and Wednesday I will be here. And I might be here tomorrow. So don't forget to subscribe and do the notification. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. I will be here Wednesday. So this coming